In this video, we are going to be looking at simple interest calculations. We already have an example on the screen, but before we start solving, there's two simple formulas I want to show you. The first formula is the formula for the simple interest. So simple interest is simply giving us equal to the principal, which is the money borrowed or deposited, times the rates times the time divided by 100. You can see simple interest given in this form, or you can see simple interest given as PRC. The difference between these two formulas is that the rate here is in percentage, the rate here is in decimal. So if you are going to use this formula, you are going to convert the rate to decimal. If the rate is given as decimal, use this formula. If you want to use it as a percentage, you use this formula. So the second formula I wanted to show is that the amount. This is the amount of money you get after you add your principal and your simple interest. And it is simply given as P plus simple interest. Now that we know this formula and this formula, let's solve the problem on our screen. So the first thing I'll start with is the solution here. I'll write out my givens from the question. So my question simply says determine the simple interest for a given principal amount of $400 for a duration of 2 years and rate of 20%. The key givens I'm giving here, I'll write out my givens first. So for my question, I'm told to determine the simple interest for a principal amount of $400. That simply means that my principal amount is equal to $400 for a duration of 2 years. So that means the time I'm looking at is 2-year period. And then I'm told that for a rate of 20%. So the rate here is equal to 20%. I'm told to find my simple interest. So what I'm looking for here is my simple interest. Remember, if my is given in percentage, I'll write it as SI is equal to PRC over 100. What will simply happen here is I'll plug in every value I have here into this formula so that the simple interest is equal to P, which is 400, times the rate, which is 20, times the time, which is 2, divided by 100. This is then equal to 400 times 2 times 20 is 40 divided by 100. 400 times 40 is 16,000 divided by 100. So if I cancel out these two numbers here, I have this as equal to 160. So my simple interest on a principal amount of $400 for a duration of 2 years is $160. Let's look into another example so that you can become familiar with simple interest calculations. For the second example, you're told that Shirley got a $2,000 loan for 2 years. She paid $90 in interest. What is the interest rate? First of all, I'll write out my solution. Then next up, I'll write out my givens from the question. So we are told that Shirley got a $2,000 loan. The amount she got for a loan is the principal. So we can write P is equal to $2,000. The time period this happens is a 2-year time period. So I'll write my time as equal to 2 years. I'm told that she was paid a simple interest of $90. So that means my simple interest is given as $90. I'm now told to find the interest rate. So what I'm finding here is the rates. Now remember, for my formula, I have simple interest is equal to PRC divided by 100. In this case, I am looking for my rates. So that means I'll have to make R to a better formula. To do that here, I'll cross multiply first. So that I have PRC is equal to 100 times simple interest. From here, I can divide through by PT on both sides. So this is PT divided by PT. If I cancel out this cancels out this, I have my rate as 100 times SI divided by principal times time. Now we are ready to plug in everything we have here into this equation so that my rate is equal to 100 times simple interest is $90. So times 90 divided by the principal is $2,000. So this is 2,000 times time, which is 2. From here, I have this as equal to 100 times 90 is 9,000 divided by 2,000 times 2 is 4,000. From here, this 3 zeros cancels out. This 3 zeros, so I have something of 9 over 4. And then R is equal to 9 divided by 4 is 2.25. Since we use the formula for the percentage, it means that the rate here will be in percent. So this is 2.25%. So that means Shirley got her $2,000 loan for 2.25%. For a period of 2 years, we'll have to pay a $90 simple interest rate. Let's look at one last example in simple interest calculation. For this example, we are told that John takes a loan of $500 from a bank with an interest rate of 2% per annum for 3 years. How much will he pay back to the bank? Let's write out our solution. If we write our givens here, now we're told that John takes a loan of $500. So the principal here is $500 from a bank with an interest rate of 2%. So my rate of interest is 2%. This is for a period of 3 years. So my time is 3 years. We're now asked that how much will he pay to the bank? The amount that he will pay to the bank is giving us A here. From the beginning of this video, I showed you that the amounts you pay back after a loan or you get when you invest is equal to the principal plus the simple interest. So we can do two things here. We can calculate the simple interest separately, add it to the principal and get our amount, or we can just do it straight up so that we can say the amount is equal to the principal plus the simple interest is giving us PRC over 100. So we simply plug in everything we know inside this equation so that the amount after 3 years will look like $500 plus 500 times the rate, which is 2, times the years, which is 3, divided by 100. From here, we know that the amount is equal to, we do the arithmetic here, they are 500 plus 500 times 2 times 3 is 6 divided by 100. 2 zeros here can cancel out 2 zeros here. So that I have A is equal to 500 plus 5 times 6 is 30 divided by 1 is still 30. So I have 500 plus 30, which is 530. So the amounts that John pay back to the bank after 3 years at 2% per annum will be $530. So that's it for how to calculate simple interest or simple interest calculations. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.